Worldwide parent coach and conscious educator Sue DeCaro is on a mission to revitalize the joy in parenting. Welcome to Conscious Parents, Thriving Kids, a podcast designed to help parents all over the world create deeper connections with themselves and their children while overcoming life's daily parenting challenges. Listen in if you want to bring more laughter, love, and enjoyment to your home life.
Welcome to Conscious Parents, Thriving Kids, a place for all things parenting. I am your host, Sue DeCaro. I sure hope that you have brought in 2021 with a bang and that it is a wonderful year, or at least a wonderful start to your year for you. Today I want to talk about nourishing yourself. We normally think of nourishment in the context of food and nutrition, right? However, I'd like to introduce a different but equally important nourishment practice that we can all benefit from. Nourishment is about substances necessary for our growth, health, and our overall well-being. The state of being nourished is a process that we can control. We nourish ourselves with food, with exercise, and perhaps self-care practices. However, we can always add more emotional nourishment to our practice. I find in my private practice with my clients that many are looking to add this nourishment into their lives and finding the rewards just incredible. Our emotions and the expression of emotions are at work every day. In some moments, we're able to pinpoint our emotions and attribute them to an event or an action, perhaps. However, other days, we are not necessarily aware of what is happening in this arena. So mastering our own emotions is only something we can do for ourselves, and it is crucial in order to live our best life. Taking care of your emotional need is part of this nourishment concept. Many of us were nourished in many ways as children, but perhaps lacked emotional support in a way that truly served us. As we are now adults, the only one to bring this home is through ourselves. We are in control. So many of my clients ask me, Sue, how exactly do we do this? How do we nourish ourselves emotionally? Our emotions are signs of what is happening for us, within us, and around us. When we feel lost in the emotional moment, it might be because we don't have a clear understanding of what we are experiencing. So here are a few tips on how to nourish yourself and perhaps fill a void that might have been left since your childhood. The first tip I'd love to offer is get to know your emotions and greet them with an open heart. So instead of ignoring them or fighting them off, sit with them and accept and embrace them. As you do this, observe yourself and how you are feeling. Try not to bring judgment to the situation or the emotion. These emotions are here for you, and they need to be embraced as they are. The second thing is give yourself the opportunity to express your own emotions and feelings. If you can share them with someone, this is a great way to acknowledge them and state them out loud. If not, using a journal to document what you're feeling is also very helpful. The third tip I'd love to offer is silence is such a beautiful way to bring nourishment to our lives. Just sit in silence for at least a few minutes every day to start to notice and bring attention to how you feel. Studies have shown that sitting in silence can help reduce our blood pressure and bring a calming peace to our bodies and our minds. When we do this, we nourish ourselves. If we're busy all the time, we're not actually checking in with how we feel. The fourth tip I'd love to offer is laughter. I'm sure that you've heard that laughter is the best medicine. This can be so nourishing to our mind, our body, and our soul. Bring some laughter into your life and observe how you feel. Your children can certainly help you out with this one. Next, nature. Nature is nourishing in so many ways and offers us an enormous amount of benefit. Get out in nature. If it's cold where you are, wrap up. If it's warm, don't. But get out in nature and really take notice of what you see and what you feel and what you smell, what's happening in the world outside. The sixth tip is movement. Movement is a key to bringing nourishment to all parts of yourself. Try going for a walk, put on some music, dance around the kitchen. Find a movement or a type of movement that speaks to you and utilize it in your everyday practices. Movement is great for our entire body. Seventh tip is connecting with nature. We talked about going outside, but go outside for meals, coffee, or even just a good book. Be one with nature. Sit there on a regular basis. If you have to wrap up, I've done it. I've taken blankets out there. It's something you can get used to. The eighth tip I'd love to offer you for this nourishment practice is sleeping. Sleeping is an integral part of nourishment. Ask yourself, how many hours am I getting? Am I getting enough sleep for what I typically need? Do I feel well rested? If not, craft out a plan for yourself that helps you go to bed at a decent hour and get up with enough sleep to account for your own nourishment, just like you would with your children. Gratitude, as the ninth practice, can offer a sense of nourishment for our mind and our soul. And it's such an important place to be, especially in challenging times. Look at what you can be grateful for. Look at what things are going well for you. It is amazing how they can shift our mental attitude and bring nourishment to the soul. So take a look at what you can be grateful for. You don't have to create a crafty gratitude practice. You don't have to make it a lengthy thing that you do every day for 15 minutes. Just look at what you can be grateful for on a regular basis and look at the nourishment that it offers to you. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorites is offer yourself a hug, meditate, do yoga, listen to music, connect with another human being, listen and feel your own breath, or breathe in deeply and exhale with exaggeration. I practice these all the time, this last one, because I think they really provide me with an incredible sense of fulfillment and nourishment. Our breath is with us all the time. We don't have to go find it. It's there. It's a great way to ground yourself, bring nourishment, and calm to your entire body. So these techniques are all ways that you can bring a bit of nourishment to your own mind, body, and soul, something that we all need every single day. Remember, we can't nourish others without nourishing ourselves. It's just like the oxygen mask. So nourish yourself first. It's just as important as any other self-care practice. If you could use some additional support, please feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email directly at SueDeCaro.com. I'm sorry, that's Sue@SueDeCaro.com. I'm here to support you in any way I can. Thanks so much. I appreciate you listening. And remember, every moment is a new moment for conscious connections.
Thanks for listening to Conscious Parents, Thriving Kids. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend. And be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.